Jacque, how much did they disrupt your offense and their ball pressure? It seemed like you had trouble getting into your offense a lot of the night.
I think overall they have a pretty good defender in Avery Bradley who can extend his defense some and pressure the basketball. And so a couple of times he was able to get into us and disrupt us a little bit. He's able to disrupt us a little bit.
Coach, the beginning of the third quarter, it looks like the guys had a tough time going around. Do you think that dictated the remaining play of the players throughout the rest of the game?
I'm not sure. You know, this is my first time looking at the stat sheet. I'm not really a stat sheet watcher, but 35.8%, 14% from three. We out-rebounded them. Looks like we'd win that ball game if you just told me those numbers. I think overall turnovers kept them in the game early and kept them in the game late.
Jacque, I assume that was a good look. That was the look you wanted when Aaron hit that, I guess, almost baseline jumper there with however many seconds left, but just seemed not to, his feet were just on line.
Good execution by our guys. The shot was for Aaron. He ended up making it. Just wish his feet were a little smaller, we'd be in better shape. But good look, good execution down the stretch.
Coach, was that look initially for Aaron to immediately pull up from the elbow, or was it meant for him to actually go down into that corner?
I won't get that detailed into my play drawing, but I will say the play was for Aaron, and good look, he made it. Good contest by their guys as well.
Coach, Nick went 5 of 6 from the field in the first quarter, only had 6 shot attempts the rest of the game. What happened that didn't allow you to go back to him the way you did in the first quarter?
Well, I think one thing with turnovers, that didn't help us initiate our offense. And then secondly, they did a good job of trying to deny him the basketball, and got to give them some credit for their defense. Everyone shot.
And then tonight you ended up finishing with the starting lineup that you started with, where in the other games you had either Nicholson and or Oladipo play down the stretch. What was your thinking behind that?
It's a combination of things. Sometimes it's feel by a coach, the flow of the game a little bit. You know, we got kind of out of our substitution pattern because of foul trouble early a little bit, and that caused us to mixing things up. But at the end of the night, no one played over 36 minutes, so we got to our minutes, but we had to do it a different way tonight because of foul trouble a little bit.
At the end of the first and second quarters, they had a situation where they went down the length of the floor and scored both times in a 2-point game. That's 5 points you gave up. What happened on those breakdowns?
Well, the great thing is we'll take a look at it and see what happened. I'm not a guy that will put blame on a guy. But what we'll do, we'll review it as a team and see how we can get better.
Jacque, what did you see with Victor tonight? He's been getting to the rim a lot the first 4 or 5 games. Tonight was a lot of pull-off jumpers. Is that just what the defense was yielding?
Well, I think overall, what I told the guys in the locker room is what we've been really good at is dictating what we want, the shots we want, how we want to play defense, what shots we want our opponents to take. And you know, from the start of the game, we were doing it okay. But overall, for us, we need to dictate every possession. And that's offensively as well. Get the shots we want.
Coach, you guys gave up 4 points in the paint in the first quarter and then 44 for the rest of the game. Did you see something that the Celtics did that really changed their flow on offense to be able to get more shots interior, or the defense changed dramatically for the Magic?
I'm always interested to see how they keep those stats. You know, breakaway layups, those are paints to the point also, and points in the paint. So overall, I think our turnovers put us in a bad position tonight, and some of those paint points were off turnovers and converting and not playing against our set defense. When we play against, when people play against our set defense, I think we're in decent shape.
Coach, you guys only shot 20% from behind the arc tonight. Was that more the Celtics defense, or was that You guys just missing shots.
Well, I think coming in statistically, they were pretty good at challenging the three. They did a good job tonight of doing it. We had some decent looks early. Some were 4 or 5 back of the rim that were open shots we didn't make, and that's the way basketball is.
A little bit more with the three-point shooting. Can you give us an update on Deron Lamb? Is he just working on getting back in game shape before he's ready, or?
We'll continue to give him more and more each day, and like I said, I always put guys back on the floor when I feel they're comfortable and when they feel they're comfortable.
Everyone good? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.